What's up, everybody? Hey, let me know in the chat if you can hear me. What is good? Hey, Ernest. Hey, Abel. Hey, Allison. Hey, Amy. Hey, Tina. Amazing. No, thank you so much for coming. Super excited. I have a lot of good stuff to share with you guys. If you're on here this evening, we are live. It is a Wednesday evening, at least where I am. I would like to know where you guys are. Eugenia, oh, you can't hear me. Okay, well, we've got some tech in the building. You probably can't hear that either. But Miss Rona will be assisting anybody who cannot hear or see. All right. I'm just over here letting our Instagram folks know we are live. And if you are on Instagram, please make sure that you hit me up, follow, shoot me a DM, whatever that looks like for you. I am at Laurel Lane. So, and also, while we're at it, go ahead and drop your Instagram handles or Facebook if you're more active there in the chat. Okay? Yes. Okay. Amazing. Hey. What's up? So I'm going to get ready to share my screen. I want you to take a moment to share this with a business bestie if you can. Like, there's nothing more rewarding than winning in business, but then winning in business with a friend. Like, what's better than that? Having a biz bestie. Who in here has a biz bestie? All right, so I'm going to get ready to share my screen, and I want y'all to just let me know when you can see it. It probably will take a couple of minutes. Amazing. Yeah. Cambry, what's up? I was just letting everybody know to drop their Instagram handles. And we're getting ready to get started. Amazing. That was pretty much it for the question. So you should be seeing my presentation. Can you give me a quick, I can see it in the chat if you can see my cover page to the presentation that we're going to share tonight. Yes? Amazing. Woo! Awesome. Wow, okay, good. So let's get started. I don't like to waste a lot of time. I have a lot to cover. I hope that you guys are excited. And I'm getting ready to just really reveal what it takes to be successful using Facebook and Instagram ads. Okay, so if you're here, how did you get here? That's my question too. Like, how did you stumble across this presentation, this free training tonight? Instagram ad, amazing, wow. Instagram ad, IG ad, Facebook ad, IG, Facebook. Okay, good, IG ad. Okay, so that's the first lesson, right, that ads work. If you're here because you're unsure if ads work, then you are proof that ads work. So welcome. All right, so today we're going to dive deep. I'm going to cover funnels, targeting, ad copy, conversions, basically all of these elements that it takes to have successful ad campaigns. So how to use a Facebook and Instagram ad that run like a 24/7 sales machine. We're going to learn how to explode your sales today, no matter what it is that you do. All right, so speaking of that, tell me who you are. Let's do a little roll call real quick. Who's in the building? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you a coach or consultant? Are you an author, writer, a small business owner? Any creative professionals in the house, right? Like my photographers or artists, musicians, designers. Let me know right in the chat who you are. I want to welcome you. Yes, welcome Amy, Marissa, Allison, Jova. What about my sales professionals? Any realtors in the building or insurance, mortgage, any financial services, right? Direct sales, like any network marketers. And then hashtag mom boss. That's right, Mary Beth. Hashtag mom boss, hashtag dad boss. Like, Who in here is doing it for the little people in our lives that are looking up to us and really relying on us to pass them down some generational wealth? Ooh, we've got mindset coaches, online store life insurance consultant, paparazzi jewelry, store business owner, jewelry designer, entrepreneurs. I see a lot of entrepreneurs. Okay, so that means that you're in the right place. Okay, and that also means that you're going to get an extra special gift. So for those of you who will stay until the end of the presentation, the end of the training, you're going to get an extra bonus. It's my 2021 Facebook Ads Guide. So this is a step-by-step guide, an ebook that I wrote, which is all about how to set up and implement these Facebook ad strategies that you're going to learn today. And these are using the up-to-date 2021 techniques. Okay, these are paid techniques out of my signature program that I'm pulling out to show you, because it's really important to make sure that you are compliant and up to date, especially with all the new iOS 14.5 updates. All right, so drop "I'm staying" in the chat. Just say "I'm staying" if you plan on getting this Facebook Ads Guide for free tonight. Yes, I love the enthusiasm. That's right. Amazing, and I really hope that you guys are on a computer, but if you happen to be on a mobile device, Demio is really cool because it pretty much lasts like in the background. If you happen to get a phone call or something, you can still hear the audios, but I really recommend that you're on a computer so you get the full experience. Amazing, so a lot of y'all are going to be blessed with this free ebook tonight. All right, so if you're here, you're probably wondering one of these three things, and I want you to take the poll on the side right now and let me know which of you. So A, what's the T on ads? What's all this talk that people are talking about? Select A if that's you. Then B, what if I don't have a big budget? How much do I need to spend? How much time do I need to put into Facebook ads to be successful? If that's more so your lane that you're in, drop B or select B in the poll, right? And then select C if you're like, how come it's not working for me? Like, why are my ads not converting? I already run ads, they're just not doing too well. Let me know. I'm really curious to see where you guys are. Whoa, I see a lot of B's, a lot of C's too. Okay, good. This gives me a good idea as to who I'm speaking to, because the techniques and all of the lessons you're going to learn today apply no matter which one of these you're in. All right, so here's what it looks like, what you're doing right now. And just put, yep, if this is you. Creating content, going live, messaging prospects, engaging with a lot of other profiles, posting like crazy on Instagram or Facebook, Reels, TikToks, writing emails, cold calling, gosh, what else, right? All of these things, thinking that this is the way to success. Like, you've got to be busy doing a lot of different shit in order to get sales. Who in here feels guilty of that? Because this was me a few years ago, thinking that this was the solution. The YouTubing, the Googling, like all this stuff, trying to put missing pieces together, and waking up in the morning like, let's do this again, but what did this do for me yesterday, right? Ooh, yeah. And so this is not to say that there's anything wrong with this per se, but this is not a direct line straight to cash. This is what you do in the beginning when you're trying to hustle to get your feet wet in this business and you're trying to see what it takes to get sales or gather your first few sales. This is not a reliable business plan. No real business owner is sitting here like, well, here's what I got to do today, and I'm just going to throw paint on the wall and hope that this is what gets me some sales. Okay, but what you could be doing if you were running Facebook and Instagram ads the right way is getting sales 24/7, hashtag #SleepCoin, having repeat clients and high-paying customers finding you online, attracted to you because of the content that they found when they were scrolling through their feeds, right? Coming to you, buying from you, signing up to work with you, booking with you, whatever that looks like. And meanwhile, all you're doing is checking your ads 20 minutes a day. As far as marketing and selling goes, that's pretty much the bulk of it. Okay, this is what life looks like for me, for my students, and this is what I hope that it will look like for you after today's class. Yeah? Okay. put 24/7 in the chat if you want this to be you, because there is no reason why you should be doing anything else except having your best content running on ads, selling and marketing for you 24/7, getting leads and sales 24/7. Okay, so here's what happened to me. I started my business, and the first 6 months was an absolute flop. Like, nothing happened. This was back in 2018, so not too long ago. I was working my corporate job, selling television commercials, and it was a really lucrative career. I had a great job. There was really nothing miserable. I don't have, like, this long sob story. Like, my life was great. But then I had a baby, and I realized that this wasn't the life that I really wanted to live forever. I didn't want to have my child be my part-time job and my career be my full-time job. You feel me? Because when you have a baby, it's like, oh, I get to see you on the evenings and weekends. That's cool. No, that's not cool. That was not what I wanted to do. So I said, I'm going to put on my big girl panties, and I'm going to treat my business like the business it deserves to be, right? And so I started to run ads. And I was an ad executive. That was my career. Did you know that this ad that you're seeing right here was not my first ad, wasn't my second, my third, my fifth, my 10th. This was my 13th ad. So if you here have ever tried to run ads and it was not successful, keep going, I promise you. As a professional, it took me 13 ads to finally get it right. So here's what it looked like. This ad had lots of engagement. As you can see, it reached almost 500,000 people. This video was had 500,000 views, and I was like mind blown, right? But that's not all. It allowed me to hit $10,303 in my little business in the first month. By March, this was launching in January, finally saying, I've had enough of this. I'm going to run ads for my little business and see what happens, right? So then by March, $27,609. And at this point, I was like, okay, this is definitely a glitch. Like, Zuckerberg's going to come and get his coins back because something just isn't right. Like, there's no way that I went from complete struggle bus to thriving, all because I flipped on a switch and said, no, I am worthy. I am deserving. And I can run Facebook ads. I just need to figure this thing out. And by the third month over here, well, fourth technically, in April, it was $38,448. Guys, in the first 4 months of running ads, I generated over $100,000, $101,000 to be exact. This was all because I started to run ads. So put ad in the chat if you're like, okay, wait a minute, something's happening here, right? I want this to be you. And I was new, so even though I was an ad executive, I sold television and radio and mobile applications. Like, I was in a whole nother headspace. I didn't know anything about Facebook and Instagram at the time, but I decided to be my own guinea pig. And so when I figured this out, I said, that's it. I'm going to package this up and teach a lot of other people. So John says, what was your ad spend over that 4-month period? Great question. So I spent well over $10,000 when it was all said and done. And that did not include a coach that helped me package up my offer, because at this point in time, the first 6 months, I was switching up what I was selling every month because I thought that was the issue, and it wasn't. So I was selling digital products and social media services at the time. So I probably fit into a lot of you guys' industry right now, whether you sell e-commerce or service. That was me. And $10,000 honestly wasn't that bad considering I was new, I was testing, and I still got well over a 10 ROAS. Does everybody in here know what ROAS is? Return on ad spend. So that was great. And I did not have $10,000. I was broke when I started running ads. I started running ads with $5 to $10 a day. What I did was, after this first month, I took that revenue and reinvested that back. So the $10,000 that was generated in the first month of sales, using just $5 to $10 a day, I put that back in, and over the next 3 months, it helped me accumulate over $101,000. Right? Trisha, that's exactly what we're going to go over today. You don't really need a big budget to start investing. So then here's what happened. Fast forward a couple years, and we're doing these same numbers in one of our businesses at $101,000. That same thing happened, but just in 30 days. Right? So as you can see here, the snapshot on the ad from the ads on the right side of your screen, bottom right, it generated $94,311. Our ad campaigns that month generated $94,000. But in sales in total, we made $101,000. What does that mean? That means that $7,000, the difference between what the ads generated and what we did as a whole that month, generated $7,000 came organically. That's great, right? Who here is doing a lot of organic work? That's awesome. But that would have been all I made had I not invested in ads. And so I took the first few days to a week and held on to that revenue and just poured it right back into the ads and use that as leverage to help us make more sales. Does this make sense? So you do not need a lot of budget in the beginning. Now, when you're ready to scale, be ready to spend more so that you can make a lot more. So this just goes to show you that anything's possible with ads, okay? So what does that mean for you? That means that every single person in here can do this, because this also allowed me to teach so many other people how to do the same thing, whether you have an online store, digital products, courses, coaching, consulting, real estate. You guys are going to hear from a lot of people today, right, on this training that are really just started off where you are, that are in your same industries, that have seen crazy success from using these strategies, right? So I made 3 sales in the first 2 days. I'm starting to get calls booked like crazy. James is at over $20,000 now in sales per month, and he's a course creator, so he's a coach. We've got 7 planner sales today alone, 4 sales overnight, woke up to 2 purchases. Guys, that's called Sleep Coin. Drop hashtag Sleep Coin in the chat if you're ready for some of that. Okay, I got my first call booked, so this is someone who had completely zero experience with ads. 400 registrants. I mean, this is what it's all about. This is while they are not even online creating or posting content, they're working on their business instead of in their business. Yes, Tina, Gloria, Amy, Tracy, Conrad, Abel, Maribeth, Valicia. I hope I'm saying your names right, because y'all want this hashtag Sleep Coin. All right, so the purpose of this masterclass today is we're going to cover the 3 secrets to creating a Facebook campaign that could triple your sales in 60 days or less. And I'm not pulling this out my woohoo. This is literally what you're going to hear people saying. I tripled my sales. I tripled my sales. I tripled my sales. All right, then I'm going to walk you through how to actually set this up so that you can automate this process and bring basically what you're doing now to generate sales, streamline it, and bring it up into the digital space, because there's no reason why you should still be doing everything manually. There's just way easier paths to doing this. All right, and then I'm going to explain how you can work alongside me to get your offer out in front of the right people with content that you probably already have. Are y'all ready? Let's go. Let's go. Make sure that you take notes and you tag me online at Laurel Lane. I'm at Laurel Lane everywhere, so please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. Find me on TikTok. We just got on there. Instagram, of course, Facebook, everywhere. Just go ahead and follow or subscribe or whatever, because we drop a lot of tips and tricks, and I want you to stay in the loop. All right. So let's go. How to triple your sales online using Facebook and Instagram. The whole point of this is we're going to be reclaiming our time, because you can learn Facebook ads all day, but this is about the freedom. Auntie Maxine said, reclaiming my time, reclaiming my time. Okay, so secret number 1, you can set up a 24/7 sales machine using Facebook and Instagram ads, and you don't have to post 3 times a day to do that. Okay, so most people think they need to have a big budget. They need to spend a lot of time posting the perfect content or posting content frequently, and just put guilty if this is you. Because when you think that, you actually end up doing that. You spend all your time looking like this, creating content, editing, sending emails, cold calling, researching how to do more and more of this, and really pulling together different views that you're seeing from a whole bunch of different people online for free, trying to apply it to your business model. And that's just really exhausting. But instead, you can just be getting in front of your folks. Okay? Yes, guilty, I know. That's okay. The secret is that you can actually have your best content running 24/7 selling for you when you go in with the Freedom Funnel. Me either, Carmen, don't worry. All right, so this is your proven conversion method for Facebook and Instagram ads. This is it right here. Pulled from paid content inside my program. I just need to share this with the world. There's a thing that's called the buyer's journey. There is such a thing. Not sure if you know about this, but as a consumer, you're going through a buyer's journey every day when you buy something. Your audience, no matter what you're selling, is doing the same thing. But in order to convert them using ads on social media, you need to be able to identify what bucket they're in. So there are 3 different buckets that your audience is most likely sitting in, and your ad should be speaking to them where they are. All right, so let me break this down. First, there's the cold bucket. This means that this is the very top of your funnel where someone doesn't know you, they've never heard of you before, hint, most people on social media, right? And you're going to get in front of them with targeting that Facebook allows you to use called interest targeting. This is the detailed targeting that everyone talks about that helps blow up millions of businesses on social media simply because they give you data of what everybody on Facebook and Instagram is doing right now. You have access to that data. The same trends and data that Disney and Nike and Mercedes-Benz and all of these big Fortune 500 companies that I used to personally work with, this is what they access to run ads. And when I worked in television, in order to even get that data, you had to pay up and pay a lot of money. The barrier to entry is so low right now for the average Joe like you and I that there is no reason why you shouldn't be using this every day. So interest targeting is where you're going to start to get in front of people who have no idea who you are. And this is where you're going to be using keywords, behaviors, interest, right? So we'll get more into exactly what to type in at this point, but I just want you to start thinking about how you're going to reach these people, and the masses are there. And the data is there. So you can literally type in anything that has to do with your industry or your audience, and it's going to give you a lot more ideas on how you can reach these people further. So the other thing that comes with the cold audience, it's not just how are we going to get in front of them, but now it's about how are we going to speak to them. So think about if you went on a date, right, for the first time. You're on a first date. Are you going to say, hey, let's get married tomorrow. I've got 1 day left on my sale, and I really need to wrap this up, so let's just do this thing. No, they're going to be like, you're crazy. I don't even know who you are. Or are you going to introduce yourself and really get them to, see who you are and build this rapport? This is the same concept as your first ad that's going out to a cold audience. They don't know you. So you cannot come to them with 50% off, last, client or booking of the month. Like, they don't care about that. You don't even need to offer them any discounts because they don't even know how much you charge to begin with, right? And it doesn't even matter to them because all they're concerned with is what's in it for me, right? So you always need to think about that. No matter what it is that you do with an ad, it's WIIFT. Yeah, I think that's what it is. What's in it for them? As a business owner or a professional or anybody who has anything to sell, that's all you need to remember. What's in it for them? Okay? So, good. So, LaPria, if this is your infancy stages, this is even better because you're going to get a crazy shortcut, fast track right now just from getting this information. All right, so then what happens when they're cold and you've got this thing called the Facebook pixel? Actually, drop a line in the chat. If you already have the Facebook pixel, put pixel. If you don't even know what the pixel is or you don't have it installed or whatever, put pixel ? Because I need to see who's who right now. Good. Wow, okay, so we've got a good little mix right now. Wow. So bonus tip, all right, the Facebook pixel is a piece of tracking code that Facebook, the real back office, gives you on the back end that they already are using to track the data of all your people. Instagram, Facebook, everything. All you need to do is say, yeah, I want to activate this, and you're going to take that little piece of code and put it on your website. It's a lot simpler than it even sounds. And now you're going to be able to get back in front of anybody who has ever seen you in the last year on social media. So check this out. Anybody who's visited your website, you can now serve them an ad that gets them to convert right away because you're reminding them, following up with them with an ad that you don't even have to be around for. And it's going to get them to convert because it's like an automated follow-up, right? Also, anybody who's watched a video on Facebook or Instagram in the last year, anyone who sent you a message, anyone who has engaged with your profile. If you have an email list, you can actually upload that email list up into Facebook, and they will match their profiles up with their Instagram and Facebook, and you can also serve them an ad. Yeah, so this is on the back end. So I want you to say, Actually, how about this? I'm going to give this to everybody. Whoever stays until the end, I'm going to give you an extra bonus. I wrote a Facebook Pixel guide that's going to help you. It's going to list out all the different ways that you can use the Pixel to make money yesterday. And it's going to teach you the 5-minute steps to setting it up and installing it. So whether you already have it and you just want to maximize the use or you don't have it, I want you to stay until the end because I'm going to email this to everybody who stayed until the very end for free. Yes, I'm serious. Okay? Yeah, Oprah vibes. I love it, right? I'm going to add that tip next time. You get it, because it's important. With the Facebook Pixel, you now can get in front of your warm audience and start collecting these coins. We call it sweeping the coins on the floor. Because you guys know that there's a lot of low-hanging fruit, right? There's a lot of money that you're leaving on the table because anybody who was interested in you, even a slight little bit in the last 365 days, you can get back in front of them with an ad and collect those coins. And you can be on the beach chilling while you're doing that, but you need to have the Facebook Pixel installed. All right, so the steps are coming. The list of all the ways you can use it are coming. Stay till the end. It'll be in your inbox about an hour after we finish. All right, let's go. So now with these people who are warm, even if they've never seen you, but then they saw an ad yesterday and they clicked on the ad, or maybe they didn't even click on the ad. Maybe they checked out your profile, right? Because I do that a lot. Maybe I won't click, but I'll be like, who's this brand? Who's this company? Who's this business? I want to learn more because your Instagram and Facebook business profiles are the modern day websites. People are going to find you there well before they're going to go to your website. All right. This ad right here that goes in front of a warm audience, someone who is interested or who has shown interest in the past, this is going to speak to them a little differently. So this is like if you went on that first date and then y'all are on a second date, you're not going to reintroduce yourself all over again, are you? No. Now you're going to start to build up that trust. But you're also still not going to be too pushy and be like, all right, you ready to do this now? You ready? Some people need more time, and that's okay when it's automated using ads. Right? So then that's the warm part of the funnel. The hot part of the funnel is my favorite. The warm is where sales start to trickle in and you're like, whoa, this is nice. I'm just getting back in front of these people automatically and these sales are coming in. But as we all know, there's still some people who need a little bit more time to think. And so this hot audience is where the sales come fast. This is your third ad. This is for anyone that has signed up for your list. So you can get really granular, really specific with your ad messages when you have the Facebook Pixel up. So anyone who signed up for your email list, anyone who went and visited your website and maybe added to cart or initiated checkout, anyone who's attended an event, anyone who's booked a phone call, anyone who's engaged with you but hasn't yet purchased is hot. And this is where the money comes flowing in. All right, and let me show you an example of what these ads should look like. Okay, because I'm a visual person. So over here on the left, we've got an example of a cold ad. And this example is about an actual physical product, so an e-commerce brand, but this works for anything, service-based, real estate, network marketing. Any of you who are here, I more than likely targeted you for a reason because I want you to get this information. So just start to apply this to your own business, right? So over here on the cold ad, they're simply introducing their offer. That's it. No wires, yes please, throw the styler in your gym bag, carry on, or purse for touch-up, wherever life takes you. Short and sweet. They're first introducing what this is, what's so great about it, and then telling people what they can do with it. So automatically, people are seeing, even in the video, how this could work for them, right? And then the call to action is very simple. Shop now. Boom. End of story. Do you guys see any salesy, aggressive, 50% off, last one of the month, hurry, let's go? No, you don't, because these people don't know you. They just want to know what you offer and how it can work for them. Remember the what's in it for them. Okay? Now, any action or interaction that they've taken in the past with you and your brand or with this particular ad, now they're going to automatically funnel into the warm bucket. Because when you set this freedom funnel up with the ads, they're automatically moving to the next step without you having to do anything else. You just tell Facebook, when someone does this, show them this ad. So the next time that they are on social media, they're going to see this warm ad. This warm ad should be really revolved around reviews and testimonials and building their trust. And this is because the buyer's journey that we talked about, This is all about how to get people to know, love, and trust you. So the first ad gets them to know you, right? The second ad usually gets them to trust you, and then by the third ad, you're like, I'm in love, I'm buying, what's up, take my money, right? So then the warm ad is going to go to people who saw the first ad or who saw anything about you before, and that's going to get them to build that trust. Because what do we do when we're on Amazon? After we find what we're looking for, we come across something that we think is interesting. We're going to go and check the reviews, right? Yeah, that's usually a deciding factor. Same thing with your audience. Right, but then if they still haven't purchased or booked with you after the warm, this hot ad is going to turn them right over the edge. So now you can just reiterate the benefits of your offer, give them some more examples, and really get them to see that they are missing out. So FOMO, basically, and that's hot. Is this making sense to y'all? Like, do you now see that you really don't have to have or should not have one ad to one audience? Like, that's not how we do things. You should have at least 2 to 3 ads pulling people through the funnel. And you don't have to recreate 2 to 3 ads all the time. You get your best 3 pieces of content out there that fit into one of these buckets, and you're money. Shmoney, as we like to say. That's it. Okay? Is this brand new information to anybody? Because this is real. This is how we leverage systems over time. And this secret just goes to show that you can actually make 24/7 sales, because what time does Facebook and Instagram close? Never o'clock, right? So this funnel is going to be working all day long, showing your audience only the ads that actually matter, what they mean to them. Because I'm sure at this point in time, you've probably shown a cold audience a hot piece of content before, whether it was on purpose or not. You probably didn't even realize it. Okay, or maybe you showed a hot audience, someone who's already interested in you, some cold piece of content. They're like, yeah, I already know that. Like, it's just going over their heads, and you're wasting time and you're wasting money. Right? But when you've got a freedom funnel in place that will target the right people at the right time with the right message, you cannot lose. It's called being hands off and making a lot of money. Okay? Let's go. Misha Kia, she's a salon owner who had a product that she wanted to put out into the world on the internet because she was tired of being on her feet 6 days a week, 12-hour shifts. And she started saying, I just want to put this out and see what it can do because I am so tired of not having any time to myself. So she launched her ad, and by March 9th, she was up $43,000 in just 30 days. So these are screenshots, hashtag receipts. Yeah, these are screenshots from our private network where she's posting her wins, keeping us updated. Okay. So then the very next month, she's at $109,000 for the month. Talk about freedom. And by month 3, she's up $150,000 in a single month from one product that she put up online using Facebook and Instagram ads. She had never used it before, but she used the freedom funnel. So what did that allow her to do? Step out of her salon, work only 2 days a week, and completely change her life through the revenue that was being generated while she just put up the freedom funnel, using Facebook ads, invested, and watched it grow. You guys see how this could be applied to you no matter what? She was selling services and a product at the time. And so this picture over here went viral. I don't know if anybody recognizes it, but she's one of our 7-figure earners, and she had never ran ads before. She had an idea. She produced the product. She was actually making it in her kitchen back then. And she's like, I just want to put it online because it deserves to be seen by more than just the people locally. Right. So, yeah. And then meet Alex. She's a designer and course creator, and she had a lot of organic traffic going for her. She was hustling, posting a lot, and really just focusing on, like, her creative designs and stuff, but not enough people were seeing her work. So she launched ads for the very first time, used the Freedom Funnel, and with the power of that plus the Facebook Pixel, she had generated $18,000 in sales by the time she had only spent $1,000 in ads. So that ROAS is crazy. That's an 18 ROAS. Who here would like to put in $1 in ads to make $18 back every time? That's what she did, and she sold a service. Actually, her service was also a high-ticket service, which a lot of people think is harder to sell. It's actually not. You just need to use the Freedom Funnel. All right, let's go. And anybody who has questions, I'm actually glancing here and there, but I can't completely stop until the end. I will be opening up the floor for Q&A though, so make sure that you tag it as a question and I'll get back to it, unless my team is already answering it for you in the chat. Are y'all ready? I'm excited because this was just secret number 1. And this also works for real estate agents. Are there any real estate agents in the building? All right, I could play this video, but I'm just going to walk you guys through it really quick. So this was a realtor in Houston, new realtor at that, just started. She used the Freedom Funnel. She had a micro budget, $5 a day. I said that's completely fine, but you got to target the right people. You got to use the Freedom Funnel, right? She got 120 new leads and consistent closings. Like anybody who's in real estate, that's huge. I'm licensed in real estate as well, only because I know ads, and I decided, hey, this is a great another lane to make money. And she just blew it out the water with a very small budget. Let's go, guys. I'm so excited. That was secret number 1. Secret number 2. Now, this is going to tackle who do we actually bring into this Freedom Funnel, right? Now, you know the campaign structure. You know how to set it up, but what do we do next? Like, where do we go, and how do we actually get this going? And what people do we bring into this Freedom Funnel? So the secret is that you can actually generate high-quality clients and customers using Facebook and Instagram ads without needing a big following and without needing a big budget. Because who here thought that you need to have a lot of followers, or maybe that you needed a lot of money to be successful with ads? Let me get a hand raised. Yeah, or me, that works too. Yep. I see. Okay, well, most people think that. But also, we've got some people in the building who may have thought Facebook ads suck. Maybe you've launched ads before, and they've only ever gotten you engagement or traffic, right, but no sales. Anybody here experience that? Anybody here boost posts or promote? Yeah, that's not running ads. So we're going to turn those off, and you're going to save those coins to actually run ads the right way so that you can see conversions and sales. All right? So when you think that, here's what happens. You either give up too soon, or you're hustling too hard, and you're just never tapping into the true power of the targeting that Facebook has to offer. And I want you guys to be working smarter by the time you leave here today. And here's how we're going to do that. So you're going to generate high-quality clients and customers without a big following, without a big budget. It doesn't matter if you got 124 followers, like I just saw somebody said. You shouldn't be working on followers. While you're sitting here working on getting new followers, your competition is learning ads and running them and getting all of that clientele before you. They're getting in front of them before you. And here's what we're not going to do. We're not going to let that happen. All right. So when you target using the 5 Ps, everything can change for you. But before we even get to what that secret framework is, I need you to make sure you're using the right systems. So the very first thing is the Facebook Business Manager. Drop FBM in the chat if you're already using the Facebook Business Manager. You're like, we're in there, let's go. And drop a question mark if you're like, what? What are you talking about? What is this? There's just too many things, right? Yeah. So good. All my FBM people, what's up? For those who don't quite know what that is, it's business.facebook.com. Write this down. I'm going to repeat it again. Business.facebook.com. Go there. Create your ad account, your official ad account, and this is where you should be running ads from. This is the official back office of Facebook. This is where all of those Fortune 500 companies are running their ads from, where I used to run their ads for them from, and this is where all that data is. This is where the Facebook pixel is. This is where you need to be, because those same coins that you're using boosting, you could be putting here and getting straight to the ideal person that you want, okay? So that's the first thing. Make sure we're all on the same platform. Then once you get in there, oh good, Rona dropped it in the chat, okay? So go ahead and grab that, business.facebook.com. After this training, go make sure you run and create your ad account, and that's where we can get started. Everything here applies to that right there, not to the boosting or promoting or anything like that, okay? Good. All right. So then the second thing is, once you're in there, you're going to go over to the Ads Manager and you're going to create your first account, create your first campaign. Once you go to create your campaign, it's going to ask you to select an objective. And here's where a lot of people are like, what, huh? And this is where you can screw up big time. Even if you use the Freedom Funnel and you create your audience the right way and you have this bomb ad, if you chose the wrong objective, everything can screw up. So I want you to remember what it is that I'm saying right now. You're going to select 9 times out of 10 conversions, and this is why. Targeting actually starts at this level. Most people think that it starts when you're choosing the keywords and when you're setting up your audiences. No, this is where Facebook is actually segmenting our audiences based on their behaviors. So, conversions, even if you literally, when you get to this step, hover over it and it's going to tell you, here's where we put people who convert, who literally will click on an ad, leave the platform of Facebook and Instagram to either buy something to completion, like actually convert as a paid customer, purchase something, or where they convert as a lead. So drop lead in the chat if you want leads, if you're here today because you're like, I need more leads and I need good leads. Drop sales in the chat if you're like, I'm here because I need more sales with my online store. No matter which one you drop right now, you should be going after conversions because these people have historically purchased or generated a lead, been generated as a lead through an ad. Of course, those are the people you want. If you choose anything else, you're liable to get in front of the right people, but who are taking historically wrong actions or actions that you're just not interested in, right? Because a lot of people choose traffic. And then what? That's just getting people to click on a link. That's it. That's all Facebook does. That's why if anybody in here has ever used traffic, you're going to see in the results tab, it says how many link clicks did you get, right? That's what you're counting. Who cares about link clicks? Unless you're like literally getting paid for anybody that clicks on a link, you want to run away from traffic because that's not getting you paid. That's not getting you actual conversions. All right, let's go. After that, you're going to set up your audiences, and here's where you can really have fun with the detailed targeting and the interest targeting, but you need to make sure you're using it the right way. So this 5P framework is my guaranteed to buy checklist. I'm going to run through this very quickly, but this is very important, so please make sure you take notes and write this down. The audience that you should be targeting should be based on these 5 elements, and this goes back to even basic like psychological behavior patterns. Who actually buys and why do they buy? This is the type of information or the type of discussions that we were covering inside of these conference rooms with the CEOs of these Fortune 500 companies when I was a part of the teams creating their advertisement campaigns for television. So commercials that you've probably seen online. I'm bringing this to the social media space, and this is how we created 13 lab-made millionaires and several hundred six-figure business owners. All right, so the first thing is premium payers. If you sell something that requires somebody to be qualified, maybe they need a certain income level or credit score or whatever, right? You need to make sure that you're targeting them based on those exact things. You can target people based on income. You can't target them based on their credit score, but you can target them based on assets. So get creative here. If someone, let's say, owns a Mercedes-Benz, they either need to have a lot of cash or good credit, right? So you got to really think outside the box and get in front of people who are shopping for other items that have the same or similar qualifications as you. Right. Now, that's like high-ticket services. What about those of you who maybe don't sell anything that's like super high-ticket? Maybe you're just like, I have an online store and I just need people who buy online. Well, guess what? That's what you're going to do. You're going to get in front of people who online shop or who use credit cards or debit cards or PayPal or Klarna or any of these payment methods that you accept. Why? Because there's nothing worse than getting in front of somebody who meets every other qualification, right? They need it, they want it now, but they just don't normally have their stuff saved on their computer or on their mobile device. That's the fastest way to lose a potential client or customer when you're not targeting someone who frequently shops online to begin with. All right, does this make sense, y'all? I need to hear it. I need to hear it in the room. All right, you're going to be targeting premium payers through income or assets and be targeting the other people based on their purchase behaviors. Okay, this is very important. All right, then the second P is problem or pain point. As a business owner or professional, you should already know what the problem is that your folks are going through. You are the solution. What are they struggling with? What is it that's keeping them up at night? What do they want, right? And if you sell something like, sometimes my folks in retail struggle with coming up with their problem or their pain point. Well, think about a trigger point. Maybe there's an emotion connected to them purchasing from you. They're going to feel some type of way. Maybe it'll help them feel more confident or happy or whatever. And every single person in here has a problem, pain point, or trigger point that you can use to target these people. If you sell skincare, you're not going to target people who are just interested in skincare. You can easily begin your competition. Target people who struggle with acne, with wrinkles, with whatever, right? You are serving people a solution. If you're in real estate, you need to target people who are renting or target people who are downsizing. Maybe you can literally target parents of college students or parents of high schoolers. So they're empty nesters and they have a problem, they have a situation, and you're going to target them based on where they are now because you're the solution. Right? I see a lot of people in here are designers. Target people based on emotions. What makes people connected emotionally to this art or to this service? Just think about this. They have the need already. You got to get in front of them for that, though. All right, and then the third thing is present situation. You always want to make sure you're targeting people who not only need this, but they need it now. There's nothing worse than paying to run an ad and then somebody's super interested, but they don't really need it now. They need it in like a year. Well, that doesn't really help you. We need ROI, right? We need to impact people. We need ROI like ASAP. So present situation is going to help you get in front of people who have something going on in their life where they actually need this now. And you can target people based on life events. This is a huge deal, and this is like the number one missed part of what people don't do, a missed part of what people should be doing that they don't do normally that I want you to always remember. So you can target people based on upcoming birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, if they're expecting a baby, if they plan to move soon, if they're planning to travel, or if they just got back from traveling, if they lived abroad and now they're here. Like literally any life event or situation, you can target people by that. So start to think about what situation people are in that they need this now. And most of the time, this is what builds urgency. So most of the time there is something. If somebody sees you and they're very interested, it's because they've got some sort of event that they're attending or something is happening in their life that makes this a priority now. All right? Woo! We on just P number 3. So then the fourth P is priorities. So what makes them driven? What makes them really connected to you? This is the point where you're going to find what makes you unique, what makes your company unique, what makes you stand out amongst your competition. Maybe you sell something that's organic, and that's what makes you different. Well, you're going to target people who prioritize organic items or products. Hello? People who buy different organic things will most likely also be interested in you. They're going to connect with you a lot sooner and faster, and they're going to want to work with you amongst everybody else, amongst your competition, because they can tell that you are prioritizing them as well. Right? You guys following along? Because when somebody likes something about you or your brand that stands out, that feels like they can relate, they're always going to buy from you first. All right? And then the fifth P is persona. So this is personal interest. This is the fun part. So here you want to target people who have certain TV shows that they like that may be aligned with who you are, who you're looking for. All right? And I'm going to give you some examples in a second. But also, what about people who shop with certain brands that may have the same audience you're looking for? Influencers, celebrities, competitors, like you can target all of their audiences and intercept that traffic. So let me give you an example. If you're selling something to do with, I don't know, homes, right? Well, target HGTV, target Home Depot, places where people shop, Lowe's, home decor stores. If you sell makeup or beauty services, you should be targeting the Ultas, the, estheticians, the beauty brands that are already out there that people are shopping from. Okay? If you are in design, I see a lot of people who are in design here, or selling some sort of retail or jewelry, target other brands who sell similar products or services. I don't know if this makes sense. And what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to target just the name of your industry, just a keyword that represents what you sell, because then you're going to get in front of your competition, and you're going to pay to show your competition leads, and that's just not what we're looking for. Right? Coaching, what is lifestyle coaching? That's a good question, actually. Lifestyle coaching. So I think I have an idea, but I'm not 100% sure. But if it's what I'm thinking, then you're going to want to target the certain lifestyles that you're teaching them. Get in front of people who are already interested in these things. Oh, I focus on keto, low-carb lifestyles. Oh, yes. Well, guess what? There's a ton of keto diets out there, or supplements, or alternate methods that people have probably tried before, and they're just looking for someone just like you. So that's a good one. All my health and wellness and fitness students do crazy numbers because they are intercepting that traffic. They're getting in front of other brands or services out there who speak on this topic but maybe just haven't worked for them, right? Or that maybe they were researching and didn't quite get there. Good. So I target those struggling with health and wellness. Okay, perfect. New age crystal jewelry. Photography. Photography is a big one. There's always a life event. There's always some sort of situation where people need their photos taken. Also, a big one is family. Most of the time, families will have more and more events that they will need photo shoots for, and that's where you can get even more of a lifetime value out of that customer or client. Organic handmade hair care for alopecia. Oh my God, Jovo, we've got so many students inside who sell hair growth products. Actually, Shakia, I should have been more specific. She sells a hair growth serum as well. That's cake. That's like, yeah. All right. But what happens when you use the 5Ps? The result is you're going to get crazy high conversions. So now that $5 to $10 a day that I suggest that you stick with in the beginning, you don't need a big budget because that small budget is going to get your ad straight to just who you're looking for and no extras who don't match. All right. When you target this specifically, when you're this laser targeted with your audiences that you create on social media, you're going to be getting only people who fit the bill, who are ideal clients or customers for you. Because they're exactly who you're looking for. But in addition, you are exactly who they are looking for. Meaning, have you ever scrolled, you guys know every 4 to 5 posts in your feed or in your story or whatever, on Facebook, Instagram, doesn't matter, it's an ad. Every 4 to 5 posts. You don't believe me, write it down. Next time you're on social media, you're going to be like, whoa. Right? But every 4 to 5 posts is an ad. You ever see one that just connects with you? You're like, what? How do they know? Are they listening? Like, what's going on? Yeah, it's probably because they targeted you using the 5P method. Boom. Drop a heart in the chat. Okay? Drop a heart in the chat if you are going to be using the 5P framework because it makes it that it's a perfect match. All right. I saw a question that may be relevant, so I'm going to see here. Not sure if this should wait till the end. Do you want to do target on top of target so it gets super granular, or do you focus on one? Good question. I actually focus on multiple. So I target on top of target because this is the difference. You want someone who matches most of the 5Ps, not one or the other. You want somebody who has that life event, who makes it that they're timely, who makes this timely now. You want someone who qualifies to buy now. These are all different elements that make up a perfect person, not one over the other. Good question. Good. Woo! Let's go. So Raylisha here, this video is also on my website, so I'm not going to play it right now. I want to keep speeding through this because we're coming on to the third secret. But Raylisha needed leads. She had never ran ads before. And she was the founder of a company where she would customize certain party planning products for people, right? You can go to her website. I believe it's Sweet Dreams Party Rentals, but it was a really unique concept, and she was scared that, one, she wasn't going to be able to find her audience because it was so unique, but two, she was scared that she wasn't going to generate enough leads or high-quality leads. She was just overall very hesitant, so I don't know if anybody here, feels like that. But once she launched her ads, she's like, this is crazy. I've booked $7,000 in 7 days since I started. 7 days, that's $1,000 a day. I've had 86 leads. She used one of our funnels that we provide where she gets booking forms. So she's like, I've got 86 leads, and I've booked 13 already. Usually I'm doing this monthly. So if anybody here needs leads, or even if you need more sales, imagine launching your ad campaign using the 5Ps, and it's getting so granular with who it is that you're going after that you start to make $1,000 a day. But check this out. you start to do what you did in a month previously in just a week, so you're already quadrupling your revenue. And this wasn't a fluke. 2 months later, she sends in this video where she talks about she made $50,000 in just the first 2 months alone. So she continued that momentum like cake because she was running ads using the Freedom Funnel, and she was targeting her folks with the 5P framework. This is crazy. Drop 5P in the chat if you're like, that's what it takes. When you post organically on your Instagram or on your Facebook, you're not using the 5Ps. You don't know who these people are that are following you. You can't target them. You can't, you don't know what's going on. And you're risking such a small percentage of your following to even see that post. And then you got to hope that they're on when that post is posted. That's a whole lot of work for a whole lot of wasted time and energy when you can just be super intentional and cut out maybe Starbucks or lunch, for the day, lunch that you go out to get, right? $5 to $10 a day. Run your ad, have it make you some money because it's running people through the Freedom Funnel with the 5Ps and change your life. Yeah, quality over quantity all day, Kayla. I love that. So secret number 2 is that you can actually generate high-quality clients and customers without a big following, without a big budget, if you use the 5P system. All right, so let's keep it moving. Secret number 3, I'm now going to show you how you can craft a high-converting ad in just a few minutes. Without hiring out, without spending a lot of money on bulky tools, you don't need to do all that. You're doing the most. I'm going to teach you a shortcut to creating a high-converting ad right now. Right. But most people think that they need to hire someone, or most people think they need to pay for all these apps and tools, the designers, copywriters, just to get this first ad out that converts. And just let me know if that's you in the chat. Because that used to be me. I used to think I wasn't worthy. I wasn't eligible. I was fearful of ads. And I was an ad exec. I was just like, this isn't for me. This is for the big dogs. I'm not there yet. And I was like, no, actually, baby girl, you're not ever going to get there if you don't treat your business like a real business. Okay, so when you think like that, you actually end up either A, never getting started because you're stuck with fear, or B, you do, but you waste tons of money trying to be perfect. And what I want you to understand is that the most relatable ads convert the highest. So secret number 3 is that you can quickly convert your sales by crafting a message, or you can quickly grow your sales by crafting a message that converts if you use the cake method. Cake, 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 cake. What is this cake method? What does this mean? Well, before you launch your ad, I want you to make sure you're checking off these 4 points, and you will convert all day. Right, so C is call to action. This means that you want to make sure that every ad ends with a call to action. And it sounds so simple, but it's one of the most overlooked parts of an ad. When you have a great ad, but you don't tell people what to do next, and they don't know what's on the other side, you're liable to lose a really high-paying potential customer or lead. And this is why. You ever walk into a store and you're like, this looks really good. Let me see what's inside. You go inside and it's not really quite what you were expecting, so you just kind of, thank you so much, and you walk out. Well, this is what people are doing to you when they see a really good ad, but they weren't expecting what was on the other side because you didn't warn them. So, for example, if you want somebody to come in and shop now, you need to make sure you say, click to grab yours, click to shop now. Click to get yours today. If you want someone to book with you, you need to say click to book now, or click to book a call, click to sign up, click to register, click to download. Whatever is on the other side, you need to make sure you're ending your ad telling them what to do, because this is going to be the missing key to those conversions that you're looking for. All my people out there who have run ads before, who are like, I've gotten traffic, I've gotten engagement or views, but I've even gotten a lot of clicks, but very little conversions. Let me see a hand raise in the chat, because this is the number 1 reason why. When they clicked on your ad and they went to the other side, they probably just weren't expecting that. But what happens when you do tell them what's on the other side? 90% of those people who click, they knew what they were clicking for, and they're going to take that action because they were prepared. That's why they clicked. So your conversions are going to skyrocket. All right, so then A is agitate the pain point. This means that you're going to start off each ad with agitating that pain point or that trigger point that we had identified earlier. So if someone is struggling with something, or if someone fits the bill, if someone is a great match for you, you're going to call them out with the hook in the very beginning part of your ad. I'm going to say, struggling with this, write this down. I'm not like rambling on. I'm literally giving you ad copy. Struggling with this, tired of this, ready for that, ready for it. Like, you can literally just call them out with what it is that they're going through right now. And then you're going to mull right on over into the K, which is know what motivates them. When you know the solution that they're looking for, you need to know the point A and the point B. When you know the solution that they are looking for, it's you. This is the perfect time for you to introduce your offer and all the ways that they can use it to solve their problem. Because now you've got them hooked. They're like drooling, like, yes, that's me. How did you know? Oh my God, this is what I'm struggling with. And then you're like, well, introducing you to boom, 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 and it's you. The E stands for engaging tone. Engaging tone and image. This is very important. If your ad is not engaging, and I'm going to give some pro tips real quick. So Adam, the CEO of Instagram, just released an announcement a few weeks back talking about all the changes that are about to happen, right? How it's no longer a photo sharing app. They're turning more into video-focused content, and they also gave us huge, huge insight. They said that there are 3 types of content that they're going to be pushing higher in the algorithm, and they're talking organic and ads moving forward. These 3 types are educational content, write this down, entertaining content, and inspiring content. Right? So you need to make sure that your ads are falling into these buckets as well when you're looking at, well, what type of content do I post? Your video should either be educational about your offer, should be entertaining about your offer, because this is a social media platform. People come on here to be educated or entertained, or inspiring, really showing people what it is that they could be experiencing after they buy from you or after they book with you. All right, drop cake in the chat if you're ready to use cake. This is a huge game changer. This is what makes the difference in all of my students' ads when they're actually speaking the language of the folks who are their ideal clients and customers. And let me show you a visual, right? So with this ad, this is the one from earlier too, they not only use the 5 Ps, they not only use the freedom funnel, they used the cake method. They agitated the pain point. It was in a very tongue-in-cheek way, no wires, yes please. But that's how they started off their ad, calling people out by what it is that they're struggling with, right? All the wires, all the tangles and all that stuff. People already know, right? No wires? Yes, please. Okay, and then they led that right into knowing what motivates them. What do they want? Relate to them. They want to know that you understand what they're looking for. So now they said, throw this styler in your gym bag, carry-on, or purse for touch-up. So they already know what these people want to do. They want to take something without wires and throw it in their bag and take it on the go so that they can use it wherever they are. So they're already speaking to the people the right way. But pop quiz, who are they targeting here? They're speaking directly to the people they're targeting. I can guarantee that they are targeting those who are active in the gym, who work out, who, they said carry on, right, because that was for gym bag, carry on, those who commute, those who travel, purse, any woman on the go, or mom, right, those that are mobile, that are moving around, they are targeting those people, and you can tell straight off of their ad copy who they're speaking to and who they're targeting in the back end. Put mind blown in the chat, because it's like, when you start to realize these things, you're not just a business owner. You have to be a marketer as an entrepreneur. It's non-negotiable. Mind blown. Now you're going to start to realize so many new things when you see ads, but most importantly, you're going to hopefully add this into the mix when you're launching or running or improving your social media ads so that they can actually convert and make you sales. Right? They knew their desires because they had a video ad that showed the product in use and actually in different use cases. And I'm going to give you guys another pro tip really quick. UGC, user-generated content. Whether you sell a service or a product, you need to be using UGC. People who have actually used this service or used this product, not even just a review, just showing video of it in use, or maybe for a service, what their life or business or situation is like after using the service. That's what people want to see. That's what they want to experience. They want to be able to visualize themselves doing this and having these results. Right? And then the video was very engaging. It was entertaining. They had the call to action at the end of the video. It said, click to get yours today. And the button on the bottom says, shop now. Boom. Very simple. You don't need to do a whole long ad copy. You don't need to hire a copywriter, a designer, all these apps. And you don't need all this paid stuff. You don't need to hire an agency. You need to do your ads, set up with your audience, structure the Freedom Funnel, and go about your life. What? And so meet Nikki. She sells a service, and she had a very small budget to start. She was very scared because she was like, I don't know, I need this to work. We realized that her main issue was her copy. And so she used the cake method. She used the 5P. She used the Freedom Funnel. First, before she ever ran ads, she was getting a lot of leads, but they were very low quality. They just weren't the right people for her. And put that's me in the chat if you struggle with anything like this. So then she ran ads using the cake method. She quit boosting because that was a big thing too. She was spending all her little coins on boosting. I'm like, girl, you got more budget than you think. You just got to bring that over here. Right? What happened? She actually ended up landing clients instantly because now they connected with the message. Now they realized that she was for her. They were for her. She was for them and they were for her. So by the time she had spent $35 in ads, she had generated $1,600 in sales. Mind blown. Mind blown. That's it. $35 and you're up $1,600. This is not a game. This is not a gamble. This is not a casino. This is being strategic. This ROAS is crazy. I don't even know the number on that. That's crazy. Right? Yes, by the time she had spent $35 in ads, because she was doing $5 to $10 a day. So a few days in, she got her first few sales and she's up $1,600. But she used the cake method. She used the 5P. She used the Freedom Funnel. Her whole business changed. Right? But she's selling a service. What about those who sell products? Meet Priscilla. Anybody here of Shopify? Priscilla uses Shopify. She's an online store owner. She launched her first ad. She said she had $5 a day and generated $1,000 in sales in just 3 days. That was when she first launched. A month or two later, she's posting a screenshot in the group where she's like, new Monday, new goals. And here she is making over $30,000 in a single month. Talking about this is her second month doing 30 grand. Where before, she just was hoping to hit 10,000 in a month. So it doesn't matter what it is that you sell. Ads are going to work for you, but you got to make it work for you. That's right, Lafree. Yes. Okay, so let's do a little recap real quick. Yes, even coffee. Abel, I worked with a national coffee festival about maybe 4 or 5 years back, and I ran ads for them using these exact methods, right? I no longer run ads for any companies or anything like that, but these were the methods that we used for their campaigns, and they completely blew their sales out the water. Right. But let's recap really quick, and then we're going to open up the first Q&A. So you can create a 24/7 sales machine to run your marketing and to sell for you using Facebook ads around the clock. When you have a Freedom Funnel in place, when you target using the 5P system, and when you use messaging that converts. You just have to have the right person being targeted, seeing the right message at the right time. When you set this up in the back office, you're going about your day. This is how we are all doing just 20 minutes in the morning checking our ads or less and going about our life, either being on a boat somewhere, on a beach, just enjoying life, spending more time with family, having the freedom that we all deserve, or having the time to actually operate our business from the outside looking in, not the other way around. you don't want to get sucked into just, self-employing yourself where your business can't survive without you. You're the marketer, you're the salesperson, you're the HR, you're the customer service, you're all this. We can't do that. All right, this is how the sales come in around the clock. Meet Shalise. She launched her ads working with me, and she said, "I'm so excited. I launched my ads almost 3 weeks ago. So far, let me pull this up a little. So far I've tripled my sales, increased my average sale, and went from getting sales once or twice a month to every single day. If you're dragging your feet, just do it. I'm grateful for all I learned in this class." All right, but check this out. 7 months later, she pops back in and says, "You guys, this course and Facebook ads have totally changed my business. I made triple what I made in the entire month of March last year in just the first week this year." Mind blown. What? I can't make this up. She sells services and products. Actually, she's a photographer, and she has an online store where she sells, I believe, baby newborn products as well. It's amazing. A mom of 3. She's killing it right now. Right? And then we've got Sammy. She's a high-ticket coach. She sells a fitness and wellness program. Charges a lot of money because she gives tremendous results. And she was very hesitant to run ads because she's like, "Well, I just don't get really good people. Like, I don't know. People don't want to spend this amount of money." I'm like, "No, you're just not targeting the right people. You're not speaking to them in the right way. Let's do this." So she was struggling to get the right leads before. She used the cake method. She used the 5 Ps. She used the Freedom Funnel. She generated $9,000 in sales in just 2 weeks. But the best part about this was she'd only spent $300 in ads. And when you first become a student of ours, we ask you, what is your freedom number? Meaning, what's your monthly revenue goal? She wanted to make $10,000 in a single month. So when 2 weeks had passed and she made $9,000, guess who was crying? Me and her. Right? Like, this is amazing. This is what you wanted. Here's where you probably never thought you could be. So I want to ask each and every one of you right now, drop your freedom number in the chat. What is your monthly revenue goal? Let's just foreshadow a little bit. Let's just say you're our student already, and what's your freedom number? I need to know, what are you looking to make in a month? All right, so Amy says 10K, Jova 9, 7,500, Able 10K. Oh, you're going kind of fast. 6,000, 15,000, 50,000. Yes, Gina, I love that. 5, 10, 8, 25, 20, 30. The higher, the better. Let's go. Because look at Sammy. She wanted to make 10K in a month with her business using ads. She was just like, if I could do that, I'm happy. She made $9,000 in 2 weeks. What do you think she did next? I said, baby girl, we're scratching off this freedom number. We're creating a whole new one because you're on a roll. And continue to repeat this process. And now you've got a whole new business. You got a whole new life. Right? She's a whole snowbird now. Every time I see her, she's back and forth, New York, Florida, living her best life. Right? So do you want to learn how you can replicate these results, how to personalize this to your business? I want you to type yes in the chat. Not yes or sure, why not? Yes. I only want to do this if you are really excited about this, just as excited as I am. Yes! Well, let me show you how you can actually apply it to your business. Introduce you to the school. We are an online leading business school that provides entrepreneurs and professionals game-changing Facebook and Instagram ads training. We were recognized by Yahoo Finance for just this, being the leading online business school with social media ads. So we're really proud of this. And this is myself and some of the team. So definitely women-led, right? So there's 3 parts to the program. The first part is the course. We have 8 different steps in this course that teach you all of our proven strategies, always updated, so we're adding in new lessons every month based on new trends, Instagram Reels, iOS updates, whatever it is, you're getting it hot off the press, right? And we give you all of our templates, all of our funnels, everything that we actually use in our company, we're handing them to you on a silver platter. So we're teaching them to you, but then we're also saying, here you go, take it and run, right? Customize it to your business, and it's all yours. So the 8 phases to transformation, the 8 steps to success that you're going to learn and go through and be coached by us with in this program starts with fundamentals. So all things Facebook Pixel, We're going to go deep with the pixel. We're going to learn all the different events that you can use, all the ways to set it up, all the money that you left on the table so far. We're going to sweep all that up. We're going to set you up for success. Your Facebook and Instagram ad profile are going to be set up for success from the beginning, and your ad account. All iOS updates are right here in number 1 because that's important. Number 2 is funnels. So no matter what business you're in, we have a track for you. We've got 4 different funnels that we teach and give inside of the program based on what it is that you're selling and how you want to sell it. Because ads mean nothing. Don't let anybody out there tell you any different. Ads mean nothing without a real strong funnel behind it. So the Freedom Funnel on steroids, all yours. Okay, then number 3 is targeting. If you like the 5 Ps today, that's just a slither of what you're going to learn inside of the Social Sales Lab. You're going to get so much secret information that is not taught anywhere else out there on how to target your ideal customer so that your ads can convert every time. And retargeting, huge topic inside of this program. Right. Number 4 is Ad Builder. So whether you want to run an Instagram story ad, a Facebook ad, a Messenger ad, a Marketplace ad, a lead generation ad, any ad you can think of, we're teaching inside of here, and we're helping you personalize it to your business because some of you may do better with one type of ad, maybe on Instagram versus Facebook or vice versa. So we're going to make sure that we match you up with the types of ads that are going to work to help your customers and clients convert from the get-go. Right? And then conversions. We don't just leave you with, oh, here's some traffic. That was great. We did our job. No. We want to make sure that you're hitting that freedom number, and that entails ensuring that you know what it takes to get conversions, having those retargeting ads working for you like crazy. And then number 6 is all about how to have this profitable launch, not just once, not just this time, every time. So if you're someone who's an entrepreneur, drop entrepreneur in the chat, because those are my folks who do the best, because they're getting bang for their buck. Every time they have a business idea, now they've got a launch checklist that they can use to make more and more sales every time. It's a blueprint. Okay, you're printing money. Number 7 is machine mastery. So you're going to learn to read all the data, all the metrics, all that stuff that probably looks like hieroglyphics right now. You're going to go in there like, whoa, this is why I didn't understand what I was doing because I wasn't even reading this the right way. These numbers didn't make any sense to me, and now it's so clear. You're going to learn how to turn off an ad when it's not seeing good results and long before you waste any money. Right, you're going to learn those indicators and what to look at so that you can tell the performance of an ad and how it's looking now, shut it off, or if you're like, this is a good one, this is making me some money, this will make me a lot of money, let me scale this up. Okay, and then 8 is ascension, because at this point in time, by the 8th week, most of our students launched, making money, hitting their freedom number. If not, they're very close to be. And so now they're like, well, I think I need a new freedom number. I think I need to scratch that off and start to scale because I'm making sales, they're consistent, and I'm ready for the next level. So here's where we decided to introduce scaling techniques because our students are seeing wins and they're seeing them fast. Right, so those are the 8 different topics or modules or courses that you're going to be going through and in depth. It's a lot of information, but it's a lot of implementation at the same time so that you can see actual sales and success while you're in the program. Right, but we're also including live coaching. So the courses are the first part, the curriculum. The second part is the live coaching. So we're going to get on a Zoom call with you in a group setting every other Thursday, and we're going to go over your campaign. So we're going to ask you to share your screen, we're going to audit your ads, take a look at your numbers, and help you optimize so that you can not only see more sales, but understand what it takes and how to manage this on your own moving forward because you've created this, you've worked so hard. Let's celebrate those results, and let's also make sure that we're keeping you on top of the progress so that you can grow. And the best part about it is now you've got a skill set that no one can take from you, that you've been able to set up in just a matter of weeks, and that are completely transforming your business and your sales. Right? But then there's also the mastermind community. So you're going to become a part of a business network that is filled with six and seven figure entrepreneurs who have gone through the same journey, who have learned ads or are learning ads alongside you. You're going to learn and win together. You're going to be held accountable to your goals. So this is where my team and I are in there every day checking up on you, making sure that your questions are answered. So giving you that daily support and accountability that you need, because this takes a village. You're not just going to go out and learn ads on your own and see everything is going to be great and butterflies. And no, you're going to need a team to support you, and we know what it takes. So we're there answering your questions and making sure that your sales are where they should be. All right? So you can have everything in life you want if you'll just help enough other people get what they want. This is one of my favorite quotes by Zig Ziglar, and this is just to let y'all know that you will not become overnight millionaires. You won't. You put in the work, and you show up, and you follow step-by-step instructions, and you're going to see crazy success. But we're here to help, and we hope that you're also here to help others serving, doing, and selling whatever it is that you're doing. Right? So when you help other people, the money will come, and I promise you that. But if you're here because you're not really looking to help people, you're looking to scam people, or you're looking for somebody to just help you, with some scheme of getting money overnight and millionaire status, and that's not us. So I just wanted to put that out there right now. But here's what you get. With the Social Sales Lab, it's valued at $8,000. Like, if it were just the material with my experience in corporate and all of my teachings alone, it's valued at $8,000. You're going to get the Social Sales Lab, but I'm also going to throw in some other stuff for you today. Right, so for those of you who join, normally our official work and textbook is $250. We're going to throw this in there for absolutely free today. So the first annual digital edition is all yours, and it's a fillable PDF. So that means that you can really work alongside and track your progress throughout the entire program, making sure that you've got this pen-to-pad situation that allows you to keep on track every single time. That allows you to have these cheat sheets and these activities and these worksheets to keep notes, because I don't know about y'all, but I need stuff written down. I need to remember all of the targeting and the ad copy and all of the lessons, and they're all in one place. So our business school comes with a textbook, and it's all yours for free if you join tonight, right? But on top of that, we're also going to give you the ad copy generator. So who in here liked the cake method? Kate. Well, guess what? We give you a simulator, a cake ad copy simulator. Check this out. You're going to plug in a few details of your offer, and it's going to personally give you a new caption every time that you can use as ad copy when you launch your ad. Like, what? So this sells individually for $997. We're giving you this for free. So you know the cake method now, and there's a ton of other techniques and strategies that you're going to learn about copywriting and how to create the perfect visual, right, whether it's a video or an image ad. But how dope would it be if you just put in a few pieces of information about your offer, and it personally gave you a new ad copy to copy and paste every time? Well, it's all yours if you join tonight. So that's the first bonus. Then the second bonus is the ads to income plan. So we got a lot of stuff we're giving out tonight. The ads to income plan is a spreadsheet that helps you track and forecast your sales. So this is how all of our folks are hitting their freedom number, because nothing happens on accident. Y'all know that, right? Success doesn't, you don't just wake up and, I'm successful. No, you actually tracked what you were doing. You had reports, you took notes on all of the data that you actually got, and you can analyze and measure. Here is where we actually use this in our company behind the scenes day-to-day to run a multi-seven-figure company, and we're giving you a copy of this just for you today. So this normally sells for $597. We're throwing this in here today. So far we've got a value of $8,000, of $247, of $1,000, of $600. This is like nuts, but I got one more bonus I want to share with you guys, because I'm just in the giving mood, right? Oprah mood up in here. So the Ads Mastery Bootcamp is a completely separate course that we used to sell. It's valued at $1,600, and this is a 4-part mini bootcamp course, self-paced, where you get to go in and learn the basics to setting up your very first ad and having this blueprint so that every idea that you come up with, you can apply this get ready to launch quick style of running ads. Well, I'm just going to throw that in here because I know a lot of you guys are probably on the fast track and you're like, I just need to fix my ads or I need to launch my first ad really quick and I want to do it the right way. Well, guess what? Don't worry about paying $1,600 for that other course. I'm going to throw this in here as a bonus. So getting a little crazy up in here, but right now we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in 1, and this value is nuts because if you add this all up, it's a total value of $20,000. Remember, you're also getting live coaching every other week on a Zoom call where I'm looking over your shoulder virtually. And, drum roll please, you get lifetime access. So normally this should be $20,000, but how much is it worth to hit your freedom number? Because obviously you're not, that's not what we're charging for this today, right? How much is it worth to you if someone can teach you how to hit your freedom number, but not just once, every single month? And not just to this business, any other business that you come up with. Hell, maybe you can even just run ads for people because you got this crazy skill set now that no one can take from you, that you can pass down to your friends and family. I mean, there's so many crazy benefits to this, but I know for me personally, I would pay $99,999 for somebody to teach me how to make $100,000 on my own because now that's something I can do every month moving forward. Right? Normally this is $3,500. If you go to socialsaleshub.com, it's normally $3,500. But because you took this free training with us tonight, I want you to get like Justerica. Right? And I want you to sign up. First 10 people who sign up today, $19.99, and it's all yours. This is for the first 10 people only, a one-time special offer. Justerica signed up at the full $3,500, and what happened to her? She went from a side hustle to $15,000 and $20,000 months. Within weeks, she quit her job because she joined SSL. She followed a predictable system, and she hits not any less than 5-figure months. She has a new studio. She's a designer and a photographer, and she didn't think this was possible before. But for you, for the first 10 who are looking to join and get serious about their business today, we're offering this for a one-time special offer of $19.99. All right, meet Jen. Jen joined, and within 3 weeks, she's up $4,000. So she was struggling to get leads. She joined SSL, and within 3 weeks, she's up $4,000. And she's a small business owner, and she's a coach, and she owned a bakery. So we're not here to play, guys. And guess what? For those of you who pay in full today, because yes, we do have payment plans, for those of you who pay in full, we're actually going to give you a couple extra bonuses. So you're going to get a live orientation clarity call with me. So it's a small group setting where we're going to fast track you to success. So we're going to go over the funnel that you're going to choose for your business, because we're going to make sure that you're on the right track. We're also going to go through and set up the first campaign together. But that's just one extra bonus. For my pay in full members, you're also going to get the Success Vault. So this is a completely separate mini course that has 10 master classes from people all over the internet world that are dear friends of mine who have come together to teach you different ways that you can make money online with this newfound skill set of Facebook ads. How cool is that? So we're throwing these in, and Raylisha said 50K in 2 months, absolutely crazy and mind-blowing, because Raylisha was very hesitant and skeptical at first, but it completely changed the game for her. All right, Maisha, she went from a new boudoir photographer, so this is a whole risque style business model that people think you can't even run ads for, and here she goes. She ran Facebook ads, and she had actually known Facebook ads before. She's like, I'm taking all the courses and classes. You can't teach me nothing. But she's like, something's missing, and I think this is it right here. And so she took the leap of faith, and she joined, and now she's completely booked out. $18,000 a month is normal for her. And her freedom number in the beginning was $5,000. She's like, if I could just make $5,000 a month, I'd be happy. All right, let's go. We only have 10 spots for the pay in full. And guess what, guys? We're opening up 10 spots for a payment plan. If you just cannot do the $19.99 today, go ahead and put down $750. Secure your spot, get started today, and then you'll just have 2 monthly payments of the same, and you're in. Normally, our payment plan is $999 a month over 4 months, and people pay this with smiles on their faces because they're seeing that return on investment in no time. But we're offering a flash special on that, completely slashing the $999 times 4. We said, let's just do $750 times 3, and you're in for life. So lifetime access, ongoing live coaching, and all the other insane bonuses that you get. So let's recap really quick, all right? You're going to get the 8-week online curriculum. You're going to get the mastermind network. So daily support, daily accountability. So there's no like join and we never see you again. No, we're checking up on you. We want to answer your questions. We want to know where you are, how's the progress, where are you according to your freedom number, what's the sales and leads looking like. Okay. Then we're going to coach you live on Zoom every other week. Then you're going to get the ad copy generator, the ads to income plan, the other course, the Ads Mastery Bootcamp, the live orientation with me, the Success Vault, and the textbook. So normally we just go ahead and go regular price, $5,000, right? The day-to-day, it's on special for $3,500 on the website, but we're getting it right now for you, $19.99, first 10 people. And for those of you who have already joined, can you do me a favor, drop I'm in the chat? Because this is crazy. I'm just seeing the alerts, but I don't know who's who. So let me know if you're one of those who have already secured one of those spots, because I want to personally welcome and congratulate you. This is crazy. And then if you have any questions, make sure that you drop them in the chat, because I want to answer them. Q&A is about to start any second now. All right, let's go. What questions do you guys have? Dawn is in. Welcome, Dawn. Yes. Amazing. Caitlin said, can you explain how much time weekly it takes to work through the courses? Yes, we recommend 2 to 3 hours a week. That's pretty much all you need. Yeah. Each course, each week, can take you 2 to 3 hours to get through, and you're implementing at the same time, so keep that in mind. We don't just want you to learn and then keep going. Everybody's learning style is different. From an educational background, I just understand that some people may need to go through it and then set it up. Some people are really learners in the style that we set it up, where you can learn and then have your screen up and implement at the same time. Yes, amazing. So Takesha Diaz actually had, over here on the left-hand side, she had a business that wasn't quite ready to launch yet. So she had this business, she had this concept. She was still getting together her inventory, and her website wasn't up yet. And she's like, I'm just going to go ahead and jump in because I want to be prepared for a launch. And we absolutely agreed. If you're in this pre-sale style phase, or if you're like, I'm just not ready yet, you actually are. Because by the time you get ready, it's too late. You don't want to shout to an empty room. You don't want to launch your website or launch your products, and you're just kind of like, woo, anybody out there? Yeah, I posted on my Instagram. Who are you actually launching to? You need a lot of people waiting to actually buy what it is that you're offering. And you can't do that if you haven't taken the time to build up momentum and promotion for this. So she joined, and she had an $8,000 website launch day because she had ran ads, built up this hype audience that was super excited about what it is that she was going to offer, finally revealed it to these people, and she had an $8,000 day. So put AK in the chat if you're like, yeah, AK, I can do that. Absolutely. I'll take that in a day. All right. Then Priscilla, she said she's at a consistent 30K month now. And this is for the beginner or the more established, because she's like, I was making about 10K a month, and I just wanted to get that consistently and with ads, and now she's at 30K a month consistently. Okay. Then we've got Lola. Lola joined, and she has a beauty business where she sells physical products on her website, and she said, I have shipped over 900 orders, and sales are at $21,000 per month. Then we've got Alex, who sells a service, who says this is like a money-making machine. It's like printing money. All right. Then we've got Sammy, who sells a high-ticket service that her first $65 on ads, she'd already made $3,000 back. She says insane ROI. What? Yo, I'm like, I can't ever stop smiling when I talk about these because it's still so mind-blowing to me. Here's another one of our lab-made millionaires. So meet Socorro. She's an online store owner, and she's hitting six-figure months. Not years, months. She said, hello all, late post, but sharing I hit my second 100K plus month. Still mind-blowing. My highest selling day in April was April 18th, $6,678.64. So lab-made millionaires are in the house, and you're going to be amongst them. Socorro is so sweet because she's always giving tips to others. She's always giving back in the community, and it's just amazing to see how she's not just gotten the success on her own. And she started maybe a year ago now, And all she wanted to do, her freedom number was $3,000 a month. Can you imagine your freedom number being $3,000 a month, and now here you are a year later hitting $100,000 a month? And she says, tips I constantly give to those that ask is think outside the box. Test different audiences. All right, we've got real estate agents in the house. You guys heard from some of those already. Ton of them in the house, literally, right? Ton of them are in the lab, killing it, right? $10 a day. I mean, like, the entire brand is elevated. The sales are going crazy, consistent closings. I mean, it's nuts, right? We've got Christina and Arturo, who were making six figures a year already. Now they're at $1.5 million a year. And all they were doing before was hustling organically and boosting posts. So the night and day difference that it makes to do things the right way and to stop struggling, stop trying to follow all this free content that's out on the internet with no end result, with trying to just piece stuff together, that's not what you do. They said when we started the program, we doubled our numbers. Right? So I want to, before we even move any further, I want to make sure that I'm answering all of your questions. So I'm going to go ahead and navigate over to the questions tab. And I also want you to drop any more questions that you have, because I see that there's still a lot of y'all in here. So outside of those of you who have already joined, who maybe some of you are still in here, make sure that you drop I'm in. And if you are not still in here, if you already have started, gotten your welcome kit and started, congrats to you as well. But I want to see what the questions were. Okay, so we've got a few good questions in here. All right, so Allison said, would you say to add hashtags to the ads? No, Allison, I actually wouldn't do that. They're not necessary. You can keep it with organic content, but they won't really make a difference with ads. Right? Amy said, oh, we talked about that one, Amy. Yeah, with the targeting. Perfect. Okay, so then Siani said, can you go over the retargeting process? Not sure if this is self-explanatory, but I'm still getting used to Facebook and not sure how retargeting works. Yeah, and I don't know if you were here earlier, but basically how it works with the Freedom Funnel, it's really just focused on retargeting. So you're going to launch an ad, and then you're going to create different audiences based on those available with the Facebook Pixel. So that's why it's important to have that Facebook Pixel up. So once you have the Facebook Pixel and you create your audiences, you're essentially telling Facebook, when someone does this, or when someone takes this action, move them over to this bucket. And then you've got this ad that is only going to be shown to people in this bucket. Right? So then it becomes this like seamless flowing funnel where whenever someone does this, the next time they come on social media, they're going to see this ad, and so on and so forth. Right? So that's really how retargeting works. It's if this happens, do this. And you're just setting it up in the back end. Once you set it up, that's it. You don't have to touch it anymore. You don't have to update it. Nothing like that. Okay. Kayla says, do you have any classes on SEO? No, I don't, unfortunately. We focus all on ads here. What's the first step to launch an ad? Like, where do you go? Is it a software program within Facebook or Instagram? Yeah, it's what we discussed in secret number 2, the Facebook Business Manager, Lepre. So you're going to go there, business.facebook.com, okay? Angela says, when I connect my events to the Pixel, they don't work. Interesting. There could be a lot of reasons for the troubleshooting. You're going to have to go to Events Manager and see what the errors are telling you and follow the instructions, or hopefully my Facebook Pixel guide could help you too. Right? Their lower payment plan, no, at the time there is not, Crystal. This is our lowest right now. Normally it sells for $9.99. This is a huge steal. And I'm telling you, if you want any other lower payment plan, the best bet is to throw this on a credit card and use that as a payment plan, because this is a steal. This is investing. This is where you're going to get the blueprint, the fast track to make the return on investment within 30 to 60 days. That's our goal, right? Amazing. Welcome, Dawn. Super excited. I'm glad that you got the emails. Can't wait. Get some rest, because we're getting the sale going, okay? Yes, amazing. Oh, got it, Lepre. Will this offer be available after tonight? So we're only doing this for the first 10 people. And right now, I believe we're not at 10. Rona, can you drop how many are in the chat? Can you drop how many are left right now? So we've got, for payment plan, we've got 10, and for pay in full, we've got 10. And I've been seeing some alerts, but I don't quite think they've all filled up yet. So as soon as they fill up, the offer will go back up to $3,500. But for now, I think you're still good to go. So Crystal, what I would do if I were you is just save that bookmark and just, check up on it whenever you are ready to join, and we would love to have you. All right, what other questions do you guys have? Okay, because Harry came in as a fitness coach, and he just wanted to learn how to run profitable ads. That was it. And by the time he had joined his first live coaching call, the next morning he said he had spent $15 and already made over $500. He said, after I made the investment, I did the work. But more than that, I have an actual blueprint that removes trial and error. I'm implementing what has worked over and over and over again. And in this video, he talks about how he just used a fast track. When he invests, he's investing because he's buying his time back. He doesn't want to wait a year or 3 years to have to do all the research and figure it out on his own because he couldn't afford it or he didn't have the money or he wasn't ready. He doesn't do that. He goes straight to the point. He's like, I will pay to get my time back every time. And it's gotten me to where I am today. So that's what he talks about in this video. I'll be able to join for $7.50 a month around 12 a.m. Just waiting for balance to clear. Can I buy after midnight? Yes, Abel. You guys are all welcome to join as long as the first 10 spots aren't taken yet. I believe okay, good. So Verna said we have 5 spots left for paying full and 8 for payment plan. Y'all are not playing with the paying full. What? Yes, Crystal. Yes, Abel. Let's go. Let's do this. Right? And we also accept PayPal credit. So keep that in mind as well. All right, and like I said, the best payment plan you can do is throwing it on a credit card. Or you can ask a friend or family member to invest in you, even if it's just to help you get started. But the pay in full is the best bang for your buck. All right, I'm so excited. Amazing. And I think that's now 4 left for the pay in full, because I just saw another one come through, guys. So let's go. Who in here has any questions? For those of you who are still on, because I see a lot of y'all still on, what's going on? What questions do you have? Like, what's stopping you? Where are we at? If you have pay via PayPal and then have the second payment billed to my PayPal credit? Yes, absolutely. Let's get going, guys. Click on that link because as soon as the spots are up, they're gone. And we would love to have you. I want you to be my next case study. Right. So Melinda had a jewelry business, or has a jewelry business, and she was like, I'm just not very tech savvy. I don't know, but I really want to learn how to do this because I'm not about to sit here and hire a whole agency to do this for me. Like, I need to get this right myself. So she got really clear about her targeting, and she used the 5 Ps, and she went after her audience, and within a few weeks, she's at a completely different business. She went from getting a few orders per month to a few orders per day. And Camille says, will this offer still be open on Friday? Yes, it will be. But I would recommend that you reach out to us either via email, hello@socialsaleslab.com, or through DM and just say, hey, I'm planning to join Friday. And we'll make sure to try to virtually hold a spot for you because the 10, they may still be available. We've got a few left. We got 4 left paying full. We've got 8 left payment plan right now. So who's joining us tonight? Who else is joining us, I should say? And for those of you who have joined already, if you're still here, drop I'm in the chat. And remember, when you join, you get all the bells and whistles, right? As a pay in full, the payment plan, you just don't get the clarity call or the success ball. But of course, you all are going to get those ebooks as well that we promised in the beginning. That's a no-brainer. That's nothing. That's the first joiner program, you getting that. Okay? But you have 2 options right now. You can either do nothing and continue to do things the way you were doing them before, or you can take that leap of faith and transform your business. So which one will it be? Who in here wants to join? If you already joined, put I'm in the chat. If you want to join, put I want to. Who in here is going to join? You're like, yeah, we're getting ready to do this. I'm going to. That's another one, too. What's up, Abel? Yes, Abel, I know I'm going to see you in here. Abel, I don't know, you've been really active tonight. I feel like, I don't know, each and every one of you in here could be my next case study. So we have such a solid team. We've got experts in e-commerce who coach inside the program with me. We've got experts in service-based. We've got experts in in real estate. We've got experts in network marketing. Like, there's so many people inside that can help support you no matter what it is that you do, that I want you to be my next case study. So who's it going to be? All right, Camille said, I want to and I will. Amy said, I need to figure out budget. But I do want to say it was incredibly informative. I love it. Thank you, Amy. It was, I'm just figuring out the payment plan. Got you. Caitlin is in. Welcome, Caitlin. Let's go. Caitlin, shoot me a message on Instagram so that we can link and I can formally, personally welcome you to the program. Amazing. I'm super interested in this. We'll have to save up, though. Totally. And also, you know, whether you're saving up for the $19.99 or the $3,500, depending on, you know, what it is when you are ready to go, I would just say see what resources are available to you. And we do have some funding resources as well. If you're interested in that, drop funding in the chat because we are here to help. And there's a ton of resources for us business owners and professionals that some of us just don't really know about, right? And we want to help. We want to help you get in. So if that's just something that is stopping you, let's do this. Yeah, apply for some funding. Try on your own really quick. The fastest one would be the PayPal credit, throwing it on a credit card if you have a secured line, or reaching out to friends and family. But we're going to send you, anybody who put funding in the chat, we'll send you an email with different funding resources that we have, and that will hopefully help you get in ASAP. All right, but keep us posted with that. So anybody who dropped funding in the chat will get a different email with that information, okay? Amazing! Thank you, Jova. All right, guys, so here's what it looks like after you join SSL. You've got more revenue, of course, duh. Like, that's the first thing, right? But then you've got more time. You've got more freedom. You've got your life back. It's not just about ads here. Forget the ads. We're talking about a whole new life. When I tell you I wake up every day and I determine my day, no one else determines my day for me. Even as a business owner, you shouldn't be sucked into the day-to-day. Your business should be able to survive without you doing all the manual work. But who can say that? When you run ads, that's what happens. It takes the marketing and selling out of the equation because now it's automated. Now it's modern. It's simpler. It's happening without you having to touch and feel and post and create and edit and call and email. Like, you don't have to do all of that manually. Okay? All right, guys. Any other questions? Because we're getting ready to wrap up. This was amazing. I'm so excited for all of the new people who have joined. Like, what other questions do you guys have? I want you guys to remember to follow on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. And I just want to also thank you so much for rocking with us tonight because it's late and there were a lot of notes to have been taken. I hope that you got a lot. I hope your wrist was like, oh, we're tired. That you got a lot to implement so that you can hopefully improve or launch ads the right way ASAP. Y'all were amazing. Oh, yeah, if you have no followers, that means nothing, Abel. You don't need followers. Ads actually help you get followers, but it is not indicative at all of your success. All right, thank you so much, guys. Oh, my gosh, you guys are amazing. The feedback means so much. And Lori said she'll do it in a minute with funding. I absolutely love that. That's right. Be resourceful. Take control of your life. Take the reins of your business. And don't struggle anymore. You don't have to struggle. If you take anything from this, just know you don't have to struggle. There is a way. There's a way. Just a few years ago, I didn't know that there was a way. And now I'm here sharing this away with other people. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much. It was amazing. And please reach out to me. Shoot me a message or DM. Or, you know, you can shoot me a message at hello@socialsaleslab.com. But if you're serious about working with us, just reach out. We'd love to have you. And there are some spots left. So, really excited. Thank you guys so much. It was a pleasure. And I will see you online on my ads.